prose lesson number 1.4, Pillars of Democracy by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, part 3. Hello dear students and dear friends. In my last video lecture, I discussed the important parts of this lesson, Pillars of Democracy by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. I had also explained you what must we do to maintain democracy in form and fact according to the writer Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar in my last video lecture. Today too, I will continue with the same prose lesson, Pillars of Democracy by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, and I will explain you the remaining part of this lesson. So friends, open your textbook of English and see the next part of this lesson on page number 37 that I will explain, or I will read and explain you today. You can also read this on the screen in front of you. So friends, see on page number 37 and see the last paragraph. The second thing we are wanting in is recognition of the principle of fraternity. Here Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar tells us another thing that we should do to maintain our democracy in form and fact, and that is recognition of the principle of fraternity. Wanting means lacking or deficient. The second thing we are wanting in is recognition of the principle of fraternity. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar said. Another important thing that we are lacking to maintain our democracy in fact and form is the principle of fraternity. We must understand the importance of fraternity and we must follow it. What does fraternity mean? Fraternity means a sense of common brotherhood of all Indians, if Indians being one people. Now what does fraternity mean? Here Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar explains us the meaning of the term fraternity and its importance also. Babasaheb says fraternity means a sense of common brotherhood of all Indians. A sense of common brotherhood of all Indians means we all Indians should treat ourselves, or we all Indians should treat our all other Indians as brothers. If Indians are being one people, and one should also treat them as all Indians are one people. It is the principle which gives unity and solidarity to social life. It is the fraternity that gives unity and solidarity to the social life, of the citizens and the nation also. It is difficult thing to achieve. Now it highlights the importance of fraternity. It is the principle of fraternity, or it is the fraternity that gives unity and solidarity to the social life of the people as well as the country or the nation. It is difficult thing to achieve. Fraternity, common brotherhood is very difficult to achieve in India. And for this, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar gives us the example of America and explains why it is difficult to achieve, why fraternity is difficult to achieve, why fraternity is the difficult thing to achieve in India. How difficult it is can be realized from the story related by James Bryce in his volume on American Commonwealth about the United States of America. Here, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar explains us how to achieve fraternity is a difficult thing in India with the example of the incident or the anecdote that is described by James Bryce in his volume on American Commonwealth about the United States of America. The story is, I propose to recount it in the words of Bryce himself, that now Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says that he would like to narrate this story, narrate that incident that was described by James Bryce in his volume in the book on American Commonwealth about the United States of America. And Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar narrates that story, tells us here that story in his own words only, in the words of James Bryce only. So he says, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar narrates this story, narrates this incident in the words of the writer Bryce himself. And the story is like this. Some years ago, the American Protestant Episcopal Church was occupied at its triennial convention in revising its liturgy. Triennial means the 300th anniversary. Convention means a large formal meeting of an organization. Convention means a large formal meeting of an organization. Liturgy means rites prescribed for public worship. Some years ago, the American Protestant Episcopal Church has organized a meeting at the time of its 300th anniversary to revise its rites for public worship. I repeat, some years ago the American Protestant Episcopal Church was occupied at its triennial convention in revising its liturgy. Some years ago, the organization, the American Protestant Episcopal Church in America, has organized a large meeting of it for revising its rites or rituals prescribed for public worship at its 300th anniversary. It was thought desirable to introduce among the short sentence prayers a prayer for the whole people, and an eminent New England divine proposed the words, "O Lord, bless our nation." Divine means here priest or preacher. It was thought desirable to introduce among the short sentence prayers a prayer for the whole people, and an eminent New England divine proposed the words, "O Lord, bless our nation." And in that large meeting, of American Protestant Episcopal Church, it was discussed that they should have or they should introduce a short sentence of prayers for whole people. And so a very eminent New England priests proposed the words, "O Lord, bless our nation," as the short sentence of prayer for the whole people. Accepted one afternoon on the spur of the moment. The sentence was brought up next day for reconsideration. When so many objections were raised by the laity to the word nation as importing to definite a recognition of national unity, that it was dropped, and instead there were adopted the words, "O Lord, bless these United States." On the spur of the moment. On the spur of the moment means on impulse or without planning in advance. So New England, the very eminent New England priests proposed the words, "O Lord, bless our nation," for the common prayer, the short sentence of prayer for the whole people in that large meeting. And people accepted it in the fit of feelings. But next day, the same sentence was brought up, the same prayer, the same sentence of common prayer for whole people, "O Lord, bless our nation," was brought up for reconsideration. And when it was brought up, when the same sentence, "O Lord, bless our nation," was brought up next day for reconsideration, many objections were raised by the members of that religious community. And they thought that the word nation is imparting to a very definite recognition of national unity. It is relating to, or it is the word nation is importing means expressing, is expressing a very definite recognition of national unity, and because of that it was dropped. And instead of this word, or instead of these words, they accepted the word, "O Lord, bless these United States." The next day, the members of that religious organization took objections. They raised objections on that prayer, and they give the reason that the word nation is expressing to a very definite recognition of national unity, and because of that, that short sentence prayer, "O Lord, bless our nation," or these words particularly our nation, a nation, was dropped, and instead of that the words, "O Lord, bless these United Nations," was, or United States, was used. So that word, those words, our nation, was dropped, and instead of that these United States were used. And so that common sentence of prayer became, "O Lord, bless these United States." There was so little solidarity in the USA at that time when this incident occurred, that the people of America did not think that they were a nation. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says, when this incident happened at that time, there was very little solidarity in United States of America. There was so little unity, unity of its individuals on common goals and on common things in America at that time when this incident happened in America. Because American people were not thinking as they were a nation at that time. At that time, American people were not thinking as they were a nation at that time. And so there was very little solidarity and unity in the USA at that time. If the people of the United States could not feel that they were a nation, how difficult it is for Indians to think that they are a nation. And so here is the important point. And Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says, if the people of America, people of United States particularly, could not feel that they were a nation at that time, how difficult it is for Indians to think that they are a nation. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar tells us that even it was very difficult for the people of the United States at that time to feel that they were a nation, then how difficult it is for Indians to think that they are a nation. I remember the days when politically minded Indians resented the expression the people of India. They preferred the expression the Indian nation. Resented means disliked. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says that he remembers one incident in India. He says that the days when the politically minded Indians dislike the expression the people of India and they prefer the expression Indian nation. I am of opinion that in believing that we are a nation, we are cherishing a great delusion. I repeat, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says that he remembered the days when the politically minded Indians disliked the expression the people of India and they preferred the expression the Indian nation. And Babasaheb says he was of the opinion that in believing that we are a nation, we are cherishing a great delusion. He says, by believing that we are a nation, we are nurturing, we are having, cherishing means having or nurturing, and delusion means a mistaken idea or opinion. Here Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says that he is of the opinion that in believing that we are a nation, we are nurturing, we are having a great mistaken idea. How can people divided into several thousands of castes be a nation? Here Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar tells us that how people who are divided into several thousands of castes in India be a nation. The sooner we realize that we are not as yet a nation in the social and psychological sense of the word, the better for us. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says that very soon we should realize this, that we Indians are not as yet a nation in the social and psychological sense of the word, and it will be better for us if we realize it soon. So the sooner we realize, the sooner we Indians realize that we are not as yet a nation in the social and psychological sense of the word, it will be better for us. For then only we shall realize the necessity of becoming a nation and seriously think of the ways and means of realizing the goal. And when we'll realize that still we are not a nation in the social and psychological sense, then only we shall realize the necessity of becoming a nation, and then we can seriously think of the ways and means of realizing our goal. The realization of this goal is going to be very difficult, far more difficult than it has been in the United States. And the writer Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar says that this realization of this goal, that we are not the nation, is going to be very difficult in our country India in comparison with United States, because In United States, there has been no caste problem. In United States, there has been no caste issues. But in India, there are many caste problems. The castes are anti-national. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar says in India there are castes and the castes are anti-national. Anti-national means opposed to national interests. The writer Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar says that in India there are castes and the castes are anti-national. The castes are against our nation. In the first place, because they bring about separation in social life. Here Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar explains us how castes are against the nation. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar gives us the first reason. Firstly, because the castes bring about separation in social life. The castes are against nation because they bring about separation in social life. Castes bring separation in social life, and so the castes are anti-national. They are anti-national also because they generate jealousy and antipathy between caste and creed. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar gives us second reason for caste are anti-national. And the second reason for that is the castes are anti-national because these castes generate jealousy and antipathy. Antipathy means hatred between caste and creed. These castes are anti-national. Again, secondly, because they generate jealousy and hatred between caste and creed. But we must overcome all these difficulties if we wish to become a nation in reality. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar advises us that we must overcome all these difficulties, problem of caste, hero worship, etc., to become a nation in reality. For fraternity can be fact only when there is a nation, and there can be fraternity in country only when there is a nation, or fraternity there can be there only when there is a nation. Without fraternity, equality and liberty will be no deeper than coats of paint. Coats of paint means that a thin coats of paint of colors, that thin surface of the paint of color. And so Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar says without fraternity, equality and liberty will be no deeper than coats of paint. Means without fraternity, equality and liberty will be there at the surface only. It will not be deeper and deeper, just like the coats of the paint of colors as they remain at the surface only. So how fraternity is important for equality and liberty, that is highlighted by Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar here. So friends, thus we have finished this lesson today. So we must stop here. We will discuss the brainstorming section of this lesson at the time of my next lecture. So I stop here. In my next video lecture, I will discuss the activities in the brainstorming section. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.